What's up, conscious creators? Alex here. In this quick video, I'm going to be sharing with you the missing key when it comes to letting go. Because we all want to be free of our emotional pain, right? We all want to be free of the haunting memories of situations or people from the past we feel we were harmed by. And then we hear about this notion, or we have this intuition that we need to let go. But we often talk about letting go as something that we do. I need to let go. How do I let go? How do I do this letting go thing? Now, I do want to establish that it is very important to perhaps come to a new understanding about the situation, to reflect in your own time or with a coach or a therapist and come to a new understanding, possibly wiser perspective, more compassionate perspective about a past situation or event. That can be particularly helpful. Perhaps for people who have been particularly traumatized, some kind of specialist help may be applicable. And in a lot of situations, there may be required a process of forgiveness. But the core of it, at its very core, letting go is not so much something that you do as it is the end of something. The end of identification to the sense of self in the thoughts, in that past narrative. The end of thinking that you are the me, the I in the story where you were harmed or hard done by. You see, go to your experience. You are this awareness within which these thoughts and feelings arise. And when you haven't let go, you experience this repeated appearance of thoughts, of a narrative, a story, memories from the past, which have these associated negative feelings. And you believe yourself to be the I, the me in that story. What happened to me? What this person did to me? But notice that you are the awareness within which that thought arises. The thought is not essentially who you are, because if it was, when the thought went, you would disappear, but you don't. You stay here as the observer, as the awareness. So it can't be who you essentially are. The one thing that is essential to you is the awareness within which the thought arises. So be knowingly that. And it takes no effort, it just takes a realization that you are not essentially your thoughts, that you are not this sense of self in this narrative where you were harmed. You are the unharmable, the undisturbable awareness within which that thought arises. And that's the beginning of the disidentification process. As soon as you know yourself as the knower of those thoughts and not the sense of self in those thoughts, you break the identification. And quite a lot of the time you may be left with these residual feelings, sensations within the body. So can you be knowingly the awareness within which that feeling arises? Allow the feeling to come to you and to be with it. Even if there's some sadness or discomfort or grief, be knowingly the space that those sensations arise within. And as Eckhart Tolle said, pain body is dissolved by the light of our awareness. being knowingly the awareness within which your past pain arises, and not always contracting your attention down onto the thoughts and just believing yourself to be the sense of self in the thoughts, instead being with the feeling and being the awareness that you are. This is the transmutation of your past pain. It's not so much something that you do intellectually as it is already who you are prior to identification with the thoughts. The spacious awareness that you are is already accepting, is already surrendered, has already let go. It's just knowing yourself as that spaciousness, as the awareness that you essentially are, and transmuting those feelings by being with them. For highly emotional events, it may take a while, but it will be a transformation, and a very good one at that. That's the core of letting go. Peace.